Hey everyone, it's Peek. Welcome back to the channel today, and welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Today I'm actually going to be commentating on past recorded gameplay from the Reddit versus Unite Stadium tournament that happened a week ago. I guess 8 days ago now, since you guys will be seeing this on Sunday. And basically this was the third place bracket match. So after we got knocked out of the finals of our bracket, we were playing this team that we're against in this match that you're seeing right now for third place. So this is kind of like one of the games that was towards the end of the tournament, stuff like that. So hopefully this kind of showcases Pokemon Unite at maybe more of a higher level than some of you are used to seeing. And I hope that you learn a lot, and I'm just gonna kind of be talking about what's happening throughout the game, and just like hopefully kind of discuss the decision making here for certain things. Obviously, we're trying to poke out the enemy team's farm, see if we can get the sneak in those little last hits. Obviously, we're not really able to, so it's just kind of goes 50-50 even. We do get a kill bottom lane, which is super good because they went just super hard there at the start, which is great. But yeah, pretty much at the start here, you just wait for Vespiquen and Combees. You can always expect that you will have people in the enemy team in a competitive match like this. You can always expect that they're going to be on their game. They're going to get to the lane at the same time as you. Like, it's not going to be, you're not going to get anything for free, right? So we're really trying to play for our farm here the best we can. Obviously, we know Pikachu has Electro Ball now, which really just does such a good job at securing all the last hits. And unfortunately, we missed all those Vespiquen and Combees except for the one that we were able to pull off there before they actually got over there. I believe that was a Nintendo Switch Pro controller moment we just saw. So yeah, we're really just trying to farm, get me to level 5, which isn't a huge power spike for Greninja, but obviously leveling up to Frogadier gives me more stats and also gives me access to Smokescreen, which is just really just a better substitute all around. Which I believe that I should be getting soon. Okay, not on that Apom, unfortunately. So right now, I'm really just trying to maintain vision of like seeing where they're at and stuff. And we realized that Pikachu is roamed down by now. So we go in for the score. We go in for the XP that we get from scores, right? And I do just leave my Slowbro there because I know that the team has roamed down as 4 to this bottom goal. So they are outnumbering our team, which you can see we're all kind of starting to fall apart here from this 4-man roam. So I do show up, not really able to do much as a Frogadier, unfortunately. I do get a nice little auto attack off there to pick off the Alola Ninetales, but not really going to be able to do much else. Unfortunately, we're not able to stun anyone there, and I get hit, unfortunately, by a little Pyro Ball there. Just so happens that knocks into me there. So, yeah, again, we're really just gunning for this first Dreadnought at this point. Like, all the teams in the tournament were playing pretty much the same way, really prioritizing the first Dreadnought as a big XP boost for everyone. Because obviously, whoever gets the first Dreadnought is really going to have their Unite moves a lot faster, generally across the entire team. And that's obviously why we want it here. Unfortunately, I'm level 6, which really is not great as Greninja. You really want 7 so you can actually be evolved. But I'm not going to be able to get that, unfortunately. So really, this is just kind of a skirmish. I believe it just ends up being like kind of a 50-50. We do get it, which is really nice for me because I get invulnerability frames for the level up on Greninja, but obviously you can't depend on that. I do get actually stuck in the Mr. Mime wall there, which is a crazy interaction. They were playing Mr. Mime, which I thought was actually really cool in this game. And yeah, the Alola Ninetales auto attack locks onto me. So even though I dash away and I'm out of range of both of them, they are still able to get me there. So we are able to clean up this fight because our Cinderace gets level 9 with because we were running Cinderace Jungle. Our Cinderace gets level 9 via the DREDNAW. So of course, popping the Unite move there really allows the Cinderace to get that early huge damage off with its Unite move. I do get Mr. Mime walled here, which is totally my fault. Pretty out of position there, is way too far up. Should basically be playing back with my Water Shurikens, especially since that's the kit I'm running as Greninja right now. So definitely a positional error on my end there. You just wanna be aware of, like, even especially as Greninja, it's so hard to do this because you do want to be in melee range, especially for Vespiquens and Combees, to just, you know, shred them all quick. Obviously, you get multi-hit on melee auto attacks, But it's just, you know, without vision of the enemy there's really no reason I should be up that far, right? Because again, the Mr. Mime can always go in, use its walls and confusion, but we are able to get quite a lot of value out of this. I'm just going to grab a berry before I re-engage here because I know that my entire team is low and it's really dangerous for me to do this. I will try and buddy barrier for my teammates, but unfortunately we're just not able to sustain there. This is a level 10 buddy barrier, you know, really not providing that much bonus HP. I wish I would have been able to afford a level 20 buddy barrier, but yeah, so we're gonna miss that Rotom. I do believe we could have really just given it up. I think the move there is, and you'll see, like, my team calls for a Dreadnought, so we want a 5-man roam for this Dreadnought for sure. So that's why you see me instantly back there and not even bother finishing the Corphish that I was killing. So really, we're just trying to, like, win the poke fight right now. We do get a lot of damage out on Alolan Ninetales, which does cause them to use their Unite move, but unfortunately... that actually ends up taking a lot of us out. And they also use Mr. Mime Unite move there. So we're really struggling right now, as you can see. Like, it's a very tough match. And they are able to secure that Dreadnought. So we're kind of 1 for 1 on Dreadnoughts. So we should be even-ish for XP, but because of the scores from Rotom they got and stuff like that, and extra just farm around the map and stuff, I do believe they're a lot further ahead in terms of the XP advantage right now. So definitely something, yeah, you can see there, like a level 9 Pikachu. Very scary for me as a level 9 Greninja, now level 10, but the level gap is just increasing more and more as this game goes on. So really right now, we're just trying to level up. At this point, it's getting close to the 2-minute mark, right? So we really need to play for our Unite moves. We're really just working to get all our Unite moves charged right now. So we have all 5 going into the Zapdos fight. And ideally here, what we're going to try and do is bait the enemy into using their own Unite moves. So they have less resources for the Zapdos fight in 1 minute, 20 seconds. Because honestly, in most of these games, it really just comes down to what happens at Zapdos. I do kind of move up here to sort of maybe bait something out of them, but we don't get anything. I am able to grab those orbs though. But I know as Greninja, I can just Water Shuriken to sustain out of that situation. So that's kind of why we go up there. And we do see them engage here, which is exactly what we wanted. We wanted Mr. Mime to use this Unite move. Unfortunately, I do have to use mine. And I'm trying to buddy barrier for our Alolan Ninetales there, which is just able to get out. So yeah, kind of a 1 for 1 in terms of the Unite moves, I believe. Not certain if other ones were used. I honestly couldn't really see from this recorded footage, but yeah. They have a Rotom pushing in in the last 30 seconds before Zapdos, which is really rough. But they kind of just get off it in order to take a position for the Zapdos pit, which I think is smart on their end for sure. At this point, they're like very over leveled compared to us, and we're just having a really hard time catching up. So really what we want to do is make sure to just take out that Rotom, take as much XP as we can right before this, but also get a pretty good position. And we do see on the minimap that they're trying to go for the Dreadnought, which they just barely don't get. I believe it was like probably 1 HP, probably judging by what the HP bar was at there. And thankfully, like, this is a great fight. Our Alolan Ninetales gets a 5-man stun, a 5-man Unite move, which just allows us to take out 3 of them very easily. And here's a 4th. And then we have vision on the 5th team member, right? So the move here for me is Greninja, because I know that they're going to pick up that kill. Obviously, we're communicating on voice comms and stuff, is to just score this 50 bomb. And this allows the middle goal to be open so that if any of my teammates need to just run to the middle side in order to kind of like distract and take attention away from my teammates trying to score in the top tier 1 and tier 2, we will be able to score there. And obviously I get 20 points automatically from the Zapdos as well. So I'm just going to use Water Shurikens to kite away here. It's very good skill. Unfortunately, I will get Mr. Mime Unite moved there, which the stun will just barely not allow me to get sufficient gap from that last boosted auto attack from Alolan Ninetales. But we do know that the Alolan Ninetales used everything, so easy pick there as well. So it's kind of 1 for 1. The Cinderace is scoring bot, but at this point it really doesn't matter. In fact, it actually kind of helps our defense, because having just our tier 2s open, our tier 2 bot and tier 2 top open as our vulnerable points in this game is actually really kind of nice for us. It prevents us from having to really extend far out to the tier 1 bot. And we know since we dunked so much into their home goal that we're totally safe, and we do not care at all that the Cinderace scores there in the tier 1 bot and destroys the goal. I think we were actually pretty happy about that because it just, like I said, it makes our defense so much easier. Obviously, that's not always going to be the move, but thankfully, due to a very good Alolan Ninetales ult there at the end and a great team fight that we were able to just clean up due to the fact that we were running 2 ranged attackers in this battle. Thankfully, you know, as you could see, we were able to come out with the win in the first game. So yeah, that was game 1 of this 3rd place match for the tournament. Let me know if you guys want to see more from this tournament. I have a number of games recorded. Quite a few were really good games, so I think they'd be just good to kind of talk about. But I know not everyone might be crazy about this type of video, so for sure, just let me know. Can always provide more footage and talk over it and commentate over it, of course. And I think it'd probably be educational for quite a lot of people just to see like Unite played at this level, where pretty much a lot of the team comps were the same in this tournament, fairly the same. But yeah, we were rocking like pretty low level items in this game, level 10s, and you know, it was a little tough game there, but we pull it out in the end with a very clean team fight. I think what I was most proud of my team throughout this whole tournament is that we were able to really get good team fights, especially at the end of games, even if we were behind like this game. So anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys like this, let me know in the comments. It's the best way to kind of let me know what you guys want to see from me going forward in the future. And until next time, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Twitch, because I'll probably be going live, I guess today, when you guys will see it. So yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.